everybody. This is ZigZagZog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and I want to thank you for tuning in to this playthrough of Total War 3 Kingdoms. The 8 Princes DLC is being used, and we are playing as Sima IE. And just as a little reminder, if you're enjoying the playthrough so far, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button, and please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, things you'd like to see, yada yada yada. Help me out, give me some feedback. I sure would appreciate it. Okay, we are still moving north as Sima IE. We've used up our movement as of the last episode, and we have a camped out Songwai right outside our Changsha city. I think we're getting close to the point. Hopefully our income is going to be rebounding enough soon where I can add to this army and then finally end this stalemate in the north, and then hopefully, even though I think he had a pretty full stack, pretty tough army, pretty tough nut for me to crack, I'm guessing. At least if he stays in a city, we're going to have to get him to sally out as we move north. In the meantime, let's just take a peek. I don't remember. Yeah, we do need to have an assignment going, and I'm trying to figure the best place to use that assignment. Let's take a look and see where we got some building going on, where maybe we can get some more of these, what are we calling them, Reformation style buildings going, so we can get up to that next level of Reformation. We have some potential to build in Heppu. We can get a harbor trader going up there. There's a definite Reformation building, a dock market depot that definitely helps Reformation yet hurts our noble support. Down in Heppu, how bad are we looking? Well, we're almost done on our... Yeah, it's not the timing to be building down there till we get resettled. We got a fishing port down here too. That's abandoned. So Heppu is a highly abandoned province. So we're not going to do our building. We're going to concentrate our building in provinces where we have a hold. What are we looking at in nobility? Because if we're going to do those Reformation buildings, I've noticed it usually will have some negative support on, or negative effect on the noble support. So that's something also that we got to keep in mind as we expand those. Yulin Spice Market. I need to get entrepreneurs before I can expand that, it says. Coastal Trading Village, just can't afford that right now. So yeah, let's see what we got available in Changsha. Ooh, what is this? Well, this isn't going to help our Reformation, but it sure can help our income. So I think we're just going to go ahead and build that tea parlor right here and work on increasing our commerce up in Changsha. Okay, and I think then with that in mind, after that, I don't have it. The only place I'm going to be building potential Reformation friendly buildings is probably in Changsha, so that's where we'll look at doing our assignment with Bujun up in Changsha. And if I find the right people to hire, that's another thing I got to do, is I have plenty of assignments and not enough people to fill those assignments. So that's a priority, is finding the right people to hire once I get my funds up there. Shikin Shan, why are you so dissatisfied? They were utterly dissatisfied as a general, Shikin Shan. So we'll try to keep you from being a general. Wow, who knew? Who knew? Well, we put you out there as a sacrificial lamb, Shikin Shan. So I get it. You might have some trepidation about being a general again. Okay, let's take the next turn and see what develops. And the Jin Empire making a move. Can we reach him though? And Songwai deciding to retreat now that we firmly have hold of that city again. Jin Empire also now has declared war on Songwai. So perhaps we have a reason for his pulling out of my territory. The pier in Kongwu has been built, helping our income a bit. Or Tsangwu, I assume. I got to start. If I'm going to pronounce Cao Cao in the other playthrough, then I imagine I better be consistent and call that Sanwu. I revert to old pronunciations or American pronunciations instead of trying to learn the new or proper way to pronounce. Let's see, how far can we get with Sima going north? I think, can we... No, that's not going to quite help us to force march to get up there either. So let's just continue with regular march so we can continue to replenish on our trip north. And let's see. And I think we're just going to do kind of a fast forward on this turn. I don't have a lot extra I want to do yet. Hopefully we can build up enough funds going forward to start expanding this army so we can end this stalemate up north and get my trade port back for the commandery of Changsha. Let's just do a fast forward and take the next turn. So he's decided to camp it out, it looks like, up there. The Jin Empire camping out in my territory. But we now have a trade agreement. Have I missed that? How long have we had an open trade agreement? Or did I just get that somehow? Shame on me for missing that and not negotiating trade sooner. Let's take a look if there's any negotiating room on that. We will be getting fourth. Oh, I can use the cash. I can use the income. Just a one-time shot of 166, and it's an even deal. We'll just go ahead and propose and accept that trade agreement. Okay, Sima Yue, Sima Zhang. No matter. Zhang Pingting has moved into the area. It's probably about time, now that I got some funds to work with, to take a look at hiring a new person if we have the appropriate one there. Yeah, our faction support has almost stabilized down here, although it's hurting our commandery growth. We're okay in Kangwu, and we are a bit negative on Ling Ling just because he's camped out there. That's what's causing that negative effect right there. And otherwise we're solid everywhere else. So I think let's do this promotion first. Huang Fu Shang. And what have we got available? We have intuition available, evading capture post battle, patience, plus 25% chance of capture. And if you're in command, increases the rate of wall and settlement damage. Diligence, not bad, plus 5 melee evasion for melee infantry in his own retinue. And perception, increases authority and ignores that forest penalty and allows us to increase our chance of avoiding an ambush. Ooh, but I like that zeal, which I don't have available. I think I'm leaning toward perception just to help unlock zeal, which will help a plus 40% melee attack rate, plus 10% melee armor piercing damage in this army. Let's just go ahead. That's the promotion I'll get, just not for the current gains that I get. Forest penalty is a minor gain. It's that melee expertise with zeal. That's what I'm shooting for. Okay, what have we got ahead? What kind of choices do we have? Well, it looks like we can reach them. Let's move into the city, kind of park it and figure out our options. I don't, just because of the fact that he's fortified there and our forces are pretty even, I don't want to have to overcome those fortifications. I do have the ability to move north to the rice paddy. That will cause some more attrition on me, however. And I want to be as full strength as I can against this army because he's got some decent troops in there. The yellow dragons, not bad, but I most worry about those heavy repeating crossbowmen. Even the medium repeating crossbowmen, they have some power. So that's a force to be reckoned with, and I don't want to be dealing with them behind fortification walls, as weak as those fortification walls may be. If I had upgraded or changed out to some trebuchets, perhaps we'd be looking at doing something different, but not in this particular army. We'll hang tight there while I think about hiring somebody up here, since I do have some funds, and doing a little bit of expansion up here. We got Humu Shun, who is in our noble court, Gongsha Ru. So there's a couple to look at. I can't afford the others right now. And Shikin Shan, she just don't want to, she wouldn't get along with Ling Hong anyway. Let's take a look at Gongsha Ru and Humu Shun real quick and see if either one looks appealing enough to add to our forces. I'm kind of leaning against the commander Humu Shun because he's just another commander in an army already with a commander class. So whoops, don't close the whole thing, Zigzag. Let's go over to Gongsha Ru, who we can also afford, and just take a peek at what he looks like. Age isn't bad, expertise is good. So he would be relentless. Fatigue resistance is good on him. If he ever becomes an advisor, you know, that kind of a thing, or administrator, he has construction cost reductions, and he's also determined. So not bad little features there. Let's take a look at hiring Gongsha Ru. Let's make that our first step up north. It's who we have available, and he seems to be the best fit for this particular army. Where are you? Right here. Let's confirm that, spend the funds, and let's see if we can upgrade one more to help out with the quantity of melee units we have. Here I'm enjoying the Dao Sword Guards lately, so let's add one of those in there, and that'll take care of this turn. No building, we're kind of increasing our forces a little bit. I have to decide, do I need to help bring him south to deal with the Jin Empire along with Sima Ai? Because I'm kind of feeling Sima Ai is, at least in his fortified position, needs a little help. But I know from past experience, the minute I move south, Changsha comes under threat. So I'm wondering, do I have the ability, what if we were to force march? We wouldn't replenish any with these new troops. Let's just take a move south, see if Song Wai, we go back and forth on this. Let's kind of call down these reinforcements to help once and for all, hopefully, with this Jin Empire force. That's my thinking right now. I'm thinking of parking here, waiting for him to get just a little closer, then making my move on the rice paddy. Then if I need the help and he corners me in the rice paddy, it'll just ensure that we will have the right odds to break up the Jin Empire down there, and then hopefully Changsha City can hold out until such time. We'll just see. I may totally change my mind if Song Wai moves south, but we shall see. Let's see what the new turn brings us. He would like to join our coalition, and I don't know that I really need. Their strength compared to ours is overwhelming. Their allied strength compared to ours is superior. They don't seem to pose a real threat to us, but they have some territories I want. As you know, with the standoff I've had in the north, I don't like people taking territories then trying to become buddy-buddy to me. So maybe shooting myself in the foot, but we're going to reject this. Ron Shen is all for it. Sima Yan is not, and I'm siding with Sima Yan. Kind of piss off Ron Shen a little bit, I imagine, by rejecting, but we are rejecting. Now, does he move? Yes, he moves back. He's moving back into the rice paddy. So perhaps we are the ones that need to corner him in the rice paddy. He will get a boost from the garrison. But we didn't get a southern move by Song Wai up there. So let's think about this some more. Sima Mao has signed a peace treaty with Sima Di. And Bai Jin invited Song Wai into their coalition. So that's kind of a northern territory area coalition that's starting to feel a little nervous to me. Because if I end up taking, well, we're already at war. So by eventually taking back here, we shouldn't bring Bai Jin into the battle. So it's good to be aware of those diplomacy things going right to our north. And we completed the tea parlor in Changsha City. So that's good news also. I can increase one more unit down here, and then we'll hold off. I'm thinking one more melee to round out the army. I'll hold off building any more in that army just to keep some income coming in. We will continue, however, bringing him to the south. And then next turn, having the ability to make the move on the rice paddy. And hopefully, if Song Wai this turn comes down, we're going to let him see what he does against the city of Changsha. Hopefully, anything he does do after we engage over here, we will have time to respond back north. So that's kind of the immediate plan that I'm thinking. And we have a new promotion, Sima Yin. What are you up to? Let's see, understanding. That's more if we were using you as an administrator. We have the ability to fire. Not that you need that with your retinue, so that's really not important. Nature's ally. We can increase your speed and morale. Ignoring the forest penalties. And the ability to gain mighty night knockback. Trying to get a sense of, by unlocking these, what would become available. I think I'm going to go with intensity. This is a nice buff too. I'm kind of torn between the two, but then I also like the idea of mobility next turn or next promotion. But if we gain intensity, we would gain that option. So let's just go with that. I guess I'm forward thinking in the promotions. It's not necessarily something that's helping me right away this moment. And we have somebody upset. Gong Sha-ru, why are you upset? You want a higher position. Well, what kind of immediate higher position can we get you with only 381? Obviously we need 2,000. You're a chief inspector already. You are expensive. So right now it's at 20 satisfaction. What do we have? Do we have anything we can get you down here to increase your satisfaction? We're going to have to be on the lookout for some accessories. In fact, is there someone else who needs an accessory less? You don't have one. You're super, who's a super happy person that doesn't need? Let's just do a tiny hit to, in fact, we'll give this up. Let's remove the clay rat. And then come down to Gongsun Ra and see, can you take that clay rat right away. Yes. So that's minor, very minor adjustment to your satisfaction, but we're going to do everything we can to keep you happy. And that's about it for this turn. So that's one bad thing in the hire process on that particular character. We don't really have any extra positions open. They are all filled. Okay, well, let's see if Song Wai, in fact, Sima Ai, let's move you up to the border. And let's see what the next turn brings us. He's going to sally forth. Oh, he's going to go against the weaker army. That is my mistake there. Oh, my. Let's retreat. He pushed them back, and we have the incursion coming from the north now. Sima Mao would like military access between us. He's willing to give me a very small token amount. I thought, oh, Sima Mao, that's Sima Mao up north. Yeah, I'm fine to keep you happy. Let's just accept that. I don't have a problem with that. We want to keep Sima Mao happy, seeing as how Song Wai and the other guy up there, I can't remember the name without looking. Bujin, or what's his name up north? Oh, it's Sima Mao. Baijin. That's who Song Wai is kind of partnering with. Okay, faction developments. We have a new reform that has become available. Brothers in arms, two brothers, their bonds forged in war and strengthened by strife, sit around a campfire in the dimming light of evening. Share, relationship, deepen. Okay, so we got some good news there. Of course, that pays off the most when these relationships deepen. It seems to when someone gets hurt. That's when some of these relations give super strength temporarily to the person that didn't get wounded or didn't get killed. Do we get a good ancillary? Nothing for satisfaction, but surplus distribution. Who are the people to look at first? Shikin-shan and Sima Yin. Shikin-shan and Sima Yin. Let's see if you have any use for these. A trader or a farm manager. They all seem to... Sima Yin, what do you have working for you down here? I'm just thinking that's the best fit for you right now. Who do we have needing a follower? Shikin Shan. We'll slide this follower right in here at the moment. For lack of a better place to put it, 22. So there's a slow deterioration on the happiness there. We're going to have to find a way to improve. We got some new people of merit moving through. We'll take a look at that if we have a chance. But my first importance or focus, how far can you get? We're going to move you both in. We're going to say to heck with Changsha. So he was smart. He got me out so I couldn't make my move this turn. Let's go into ambush. Maybe he'll come out for the one army and then get ambushed by me. Let's see if we can hide enough from him. We'll try that little trick. And then up north, we'll see. We may be under siege here, and we may have to rush to get some relief up there. But He's the very biggest thorn in my side where it's tough going against him alone, so that's where my focus is. I'm not going to spend any money this turn just in case we need it, depending on the results down here. Let's take a look at a reform. Plus 10 replenishment for garrisons. Eventually, this will help some of my higher level trade kind of buildings, I think. So we'll have to keep that in mind. And then over here, let's look at what military options we have. An additional available army, which I can't afford right now. +3 seasonal retinue deployments. Recruitment cost and mustering turns. I think that is going to help me the most there. And we also have +5% replenishment also. My battles haven't been the most efficient. I think we need to work on some more replenishment options. So that's what broke that tie right there. That's what we're deciding and going with. My weaknesses as a player, I've got to offset them with other bonuses. Okay, let's see if he comes forth, falls into the ambush trap, or if he's going to stay put, and next turn we got to battle him in the rice paddy. And let's see if Changsha becomes under siege this turn. Anticipation. Jin Empire, they would trade us. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Sign peace if we give you the armor craftsman. You just decided you didn't want Ling Ling, the town down there, because you you pillaged it earlier. You don't want that one anymore. We will reject your overture, and will you come out? And what do we have? Battle of Ling Ling, Sima Ai. Looks like we have a close victory. Looks like he may have fallen into our ambush trap. Is this an ambush? It's not an ambush map though, so he didn't get ambushed by us. But it would look like we get both forces to deal with him. So we're going to jump into this battle and hopefully come out on the right side. And after the battle, we're going to have to see if Changsha becomes under siege, because we're going to have to move quick based on what happens here. So I'm starting out in the open. He's starting out in some trees, it would appear. But he moved out as the attacker. I think that puts him in... Yes, I am the defender here. So I much prefer playing the role of defender. And my forces are coming in on the side. Nice. I think we will back up to this rock. I've used that kind of thing before. If he decides to do flanking moves on here, boom, that's the side where he'll get crushed, because that's where my reinforcements are coming in. I don't really have any anti-cavalry as far as ground forces go. So it's Ling Hong who is first on field, and it's Sima Ai who is coming to his rescue. So let's just get in a defensive spot here, guys. We're going to have to find a way to hold out long enough for our reinforcements to come in and tip the balance. Got one hidden. Can we hide the other? Easier said than done for me, isn't it? I always want to have them both hidden over here, but oh well. So I'm not going to waste our whole playthrough just trying to get those cavalry hidden. Okay, we are set. We are going to start the battle, and hopefully Sima and his reinforcements show up quickly. In fact, he's already on the field, so that's good. We have no sight yet of the enemy. There we go. Front and center, and our trebuchets are already at work. We'll bring them up to the front as quickly as possible. Hopefully they will commit against my line here, and then we can come in with our reinforcements and smash up on the side. Let's hope that's the timing and that's how it works out. Because these forces by themselves, sorry there Ling Hong, but these forces by themselves I don't think match up well with the attackers.
杀了多少人？我想还不够吧。奴也就这点能耐，何不再努力一把？时机已至，做好准备。
We'll take those guys off of duel. It's kind of a hazy, foggy battlefield. As he sets up spread formation because of my seeing some dead soldiers peppered around as my trebuchets hit. He's got his archers back in the back, and he is already moving those flanking cavalry off against my weaker cavalry, so we'll just counter that directly over here, because on this flank I have reinforcements coming. Sima, let's make yourself known. Let's see if we can get into a duel. Everybody else over here, we are not going to duel. He is now committing, so let's bring our line forward.
做好准备，杀呀！准备好冲锋了吗？进攻！友军正在遭受攻击，我必将取胜。
We'll go for the duel.
准备好了。
Question is, can my line hold long enough for the reinforcements to come in?
顽强不屈，长剑在手，杀！府兵听命，杀！鼓起勇气，刀枪不入，准备就绪，跑起来！准备好了，赶快，赶快！
Back off and go against archers, guys. That's where your strength is. Get away from the melee. Let's pull hamstring in our duel. Let's get an advantage here.
剑兵就位，向前进军，箭士准备，赶快！箭士准备，箭士准备，箭士听命，赶快！准备拔剑。
And they're breaking through the line in a big way.
骑兵注意！
我方一支部队悉数阵亡，无人生还。
不要留情，注意！冲啊！进军！箭在弦上，给我射击！射手在此，射击敌军！做好准备，快跑！逃兵听命，举起长矛，快点！我军士兵丢盔弃甲，真懦夫也！
We sacrificed the one army. They've almost been decimated. Huajinting, we gotta get. Oh, she's.
杀呀！府兵在此，骑兵听命，片甲不留，顽强不屈。看剑，行进，剑士听命，诛灭敌军。杀呀！弓箭，剑兵！哈！敌军士兵正在溃逃。起手就绪，快快快！准备就绪，进攻！时机已至，准备射击！
哈！敌将已被我军斩了。
Sima has come out on top. Is there anybody else we can duel? No, nobody else wants to. Let's see if we can bring Sima in to help out in the rear here.
诛灭敌军！
Okay, you've stopped retreating. Let's just get you to some point safe.
骑兵就绪，加快速度。剑出鞘，离胜利又近了一步。弓箭手注意，射击！做好准备，时机已至，做好准备。
Sima, let's get closed in here.
准备长矛，杀！剑兵就位，不要留情，步兵待命，杀！敌军仓皇逃窜，一群懦夫！骑兵准备，敌将受首，贼众溃不成军，不能降，便当死。
And we've pulled out a victory. I got concentrating so much. Hard to keep the commentary going when you're concentrating so much on these large battles. Oh my goodness. And let's claim victory. They came out after us. Let's claim victory. We're not going to chase them down in this battle. better or worse. They look pretty decimated here. However, so does my main force that came in there. Poor Ling Hong. He paid the price, but he held them long enough for Sima Yi's army to come in. I'm glad I had both armies. That would have been a challenge. Well, with Ling Hong I couldn't have done it, but Sima Yi, it would have been a challenge with him matching straight up. It's a close victory. We gained some cash. We have a noble that we have captured. We're going to release him. I want the money. We need, I think, replenishment now. That's what I'm going to focus on, because we're going to have to hurry back up here. That is it. He is starting the siege. In fact, he's going right on in. He has that one trebuchet. He is probably going to take my city. And we're going to have to head north then. Oh my, we're always running somewhere, aren't we? We will just delegate this decisive defeat. Learned my lesson on other playthroughs. When it says decisive, with one exception, I usually follow through and get defeated decisively. Now we got to see what kind of a hit that gives to my income here. And the battle map has changed tremendously, has it not? Let's see, Sima Yi, let's take you over to the rice paddy. Once we get you out, yeah, you should be stance normal. You're the one we got to get pulled back up towards Changsha, capital city lost. Let's do some housekeeping first. Sima Yao, we are now negative funds also. That's a part I did not count on. We're going to have to deal with that now. Sensitive information. A loose-lipped courtier has told you of an indiscretion committed by a friend of theirs in another faction. This information could be used for extortion, but your courtier would be deeply upset at the breach of trust. Actually, I don't need him to be any more upset. Let's work on respecting his wishes and increasing his happiness. He needed some help in happiness, so that will help temporarily. Sima Yin is now philanthropic. What kind of ancillaries might we have gained? Some cunning and satisfaction help, that's for sure. We'll see if we got a good home for that. Assignments, we have Bujun he is being recalled. We have a new faction capital of Heppu, and I think he's getting recalled Bujin because he was assigned, I believe, in Changsha. So we definitely need to write. Our ambush was discovered. That's why Sima Yi we didn't get our ambush there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go up here. Start heading you back north towards Changsha. Sima Yi, let's see if we can't finish this off. What are we looking at with a sad face here? Your general is unhappy. Well, yeah, he's very unhappy because we lost our capital city. So let's get in here, take care of the rice paddy. Decisive victory, we're just going to go ahead and delegate that. We can demand surrender. This faction's leader and his generals will offer and accept surrender if outmatched. So we can just demand surrender and maybe not take any losses. And we will occupy. That will allow me next turn to also move Sima Yi north. No repairs there, but we got to look at what we have as far as options to right that negative cash flow. And one of those is negotiation, obviously. What can we get per turn for what we have? We got any... No, the quick deals don't really help me that way. Let's just get in there and negotiate. Ron Shen, who do we have that's happy with me? Sima Chi, let's see what kind... I forgot to look. What kind of food are we working on? Plenty of food. So it's time to turn some of that food into cash and turn that cash flow positive. And starting to get on the negotiating trail here. Who are some of our neighbors that might need food? Jikan, how are you looking for food down there?
但愿你我能达成一致。
Not great in food. You're listed as poor. Let's see if you would want to deal for food. We'll offer. We'll do 5 right off the bat. And we'll request some per turn regular payments. No, that's not good enough. So let's offer... So we can get 85 per turn, which cuts into our deficit, and we got to find someone else to trade some food with. Let's see, who would we want to trade? Sima Mao, you settle right up to Baijin. Are you in the need of food? You are sitting poor also on food, not high. It shows 1 there. Let's see if you want to propose to receive some food. In fact, it looks like you're willing to pay maybe a little more. We will request regular payments, and that should get us out of our deficit till we're able to retake our capital city. Because I think a lot of our trade routes, that impacts that greatly potentially, unless they have a route to our new capital. Okay, let's just propose this, and we should have taken care of our negative deficit now. Yes, we're at least in the positive. What do we have over here? We need to put somebody back up as an administrator. That also hurt our cash flow. I hadn't even noticed that we had that issue down here. Who can be the best fit? 40% income from commerce, silk, and spice. Oh, that's because that commandery, whoever was in that commandery, I believe it was Sima Yin. Actually, Gong Sha Ru, guess what? We're going to help your satisfaction because you have some of the nicest perks, I think. So you are going to become our new administrator, and I'm just going to do this and keep you in where do I have the best use? Kangwu has a port. Ling Ling, it's not so much. So we'll start you out as administrator in Kangwu is what I'm looking at. No, why aren't we able? Because they're contested. I don't have an no, they... For some reason, Kangwu, oh, because I already have somebody down there as far as I know. So Ling Ling, we have no choice, but we will have to move you when we have a chance. And we have the Jade Statue of Confucius. Okay, we are going to, after that last battle, I need to sit here and contemplate how we're going to continue our move north. In fact, let's continue. We'll call our episode right here because we are going to have to shoot north real fast to take over our capital city. It's embarrassing to lose our capital city, and that makes Sima not happy also. So we want to turn that around. He has a fondness to the Jin Empire. Is that what it is? So maybe that's a mistake, but being at war with them, but oh well, oh well, oh well. I want to thank you. I got a lot here I'm thinking about, so I'm going to take that thinking off screen. We're going to end our episode right here. I want to thank you all for watching this episode, and finally we took it back to the Jin Empire. Now we got to take it north to Songhai and see if we can get the last of these thorns out of our side and get the commanderies and get all our lands back under the control the way we want them. This is ZigZagZog signing off from Western Kentucky. Thank you.